Alright, welcome back to Ayeho TV. And someone so ewo my Ghana and I'm share very good. Me go so a me de bi ebebomu. Na won so much my adwe ewo comment section I say a day amai. And in the dear a year Joseph Yamin Ankasa atunanum to Eddie in Sembi Abetuja na some way and I just say yeni abema bako Eddie Munchemu Aba. Stay tuned na in Sembi.
How deeply rooted John Dramani Mahama himself is, that his own appointee that is fighting for a Ghana, or that tried attempted to fight for Ghana, he removed the person.
Then come together and working my exit with our own party people because they felt to say, nah, I was too strict. Head of.
So you see, before the election, and this before Omuye campaign be about the fact say. MPP for my mother start laughing na omuye galamsey yes sir bekaya omusi want to me mun na galamsey, and they went to campaign about that. They used that for campaign pa say want to me na galamsey, MPP for na galamsey, Charles Bisu na galamsey, and all those. They said when they come to power they will arrest all the MPP people who are doing galamsey, and yes sir, and after arresting them, okay, then there will be no more galamsey. Now Joseph Yamin, something is happening in his party. A lot of people are saying that recently, he's the one who has been, when they seize excavator, he's the one who is ordering the people to go back for the excavator and all those things. And he has come out to try to debunk it. Now, in attempting to debunk the fact, say he's not involved in galamsey and he's not condoning galamsey, he revealed certain secrets that I want you to pay attention to, and I will run a commentary on. So let's listen carefully. Just 1 minute, 30 seconds tape. Let's listen carefully.
Then come together and working my exit with our own party people because they felt to say, nah, I was too strict. Head of task force for galamsey. Let me act on record. In a period, Kakra Midi was 8 months. I repatriated 9 Chinese, 2 Americans, one guy from Singapore. I am in a Sweet Gardens Chinese restaurant. Never a campaign. Me, I was one step away from arresting Aisha Huans because I don't tolerate nonsense. At the point of meeting, so my existence in the region, and it was also.
First thing, Joseph Yamin is admitting in this tape, say, under John Dramani Mahama 1.0, when he was deputy Ashanti regional minister, now he made it a point to fight against galamsey, which means, say, number one, galamsey did not begin under Akufo-Addo. And we are number one, admission. Number two, it means, say, galamsey did not get worse under Akufo-Addo. Number two. And yes, sir. Number three, he said that he was one step away from arresting Aisha Huans. Aisha Huans. And yes, sir. Joseph Yamin is saying, say, Onu was one step away from arresting the woman. But before he went to arrest the woman, now Crawford be a meeting. One moon and Crawford, NDC 4, more big men in the NDC. They went to have a meeting and said that, look, Sir Joseph Yamin, he is arresting our partners. When he was going to arrest Aisha Huans, that's when they went to have a meeting and John Mahama dismissed him as deputy Ashanti regional minister. You ask yourself, if Aisha Huans was not an investor into the NDC, if Aisha Huans had no ties with John Dramani Mahama, why will a member of the NDC want to arrest Aisha Huans and the president will come and sack him? Why would that happen? Why would any member of the NDC want to fight Galamsey, and because that person is fighting Galamsey, the president has sacked him? Why? It's because the president himself is neck deep into the Galamsey. That is it. So you heard Joseph Yamin say he was going to arrest Aisha Huans, and his boss, who happens to be the president of the republic, and his people met and they eliminated him as Ashanti regional minister, deputy regional minister. Let's continue.
Hurting some politicians within our party and out of our party. I always say, reason with me. Let me know. But you don't go behind. We are feeling a politician about, oh, many know me, say. And I was just sending them. When I want to do something, I do it. Until that time, the email was that Yamin your mind. In fact, radio, colleague Nibi. But me too, free me site, it was all nice. You may any investigations into it.
Now, another thing very important Joseph Yamin said. Or see, the action he was taking under John Mahama's government was hurting his own party people. Why? Because it was his own party people who were involved into the whole Galamsey thing. Number one. That's number 4. Is that not so? Now, he again is saying, he believes in reasoning. So, what he's saying, he's telling us that he's corrupt. So, because he's corrupt, if he's going to arrest somebody and you are a politician and you are involved with the person, the best thing to do is to tell him ahead of time that, oh, if you are arresting people, don't arrest so and so because that person is my partner. But if you don't tell him ahead of time and he's done arresting the person and you come later, he will not agree. Do you see the mentality of the people you have voted for to lead you as a country? So if you are thinking that NDC has come to power, and NDC has come to power, and so they are going to fight against Galamsey, this is what they did when they were in power from 2013 to 2017. That we are now seeing the revelation. And you think now they are coming to do better? They will do worse. They will do worse. Because the 8 years they stayed in opposition afforded them the time to plan better, to become more sophisticated, to become more evil. To become more evil. You see the kind of people you are voting for. So today, if you are hearing that Galamseyers are importing over 1,000 excavators, you know, because a government has come and they know that is their government. This government is a government of Galamseyers. And their campaign was sponsored by this money. They did not care destroying our water bodies to make themselves rich. They don't. So now you see the admissions that are coming out. How deeply rooted John Dramani Mahama himself is. That his own appointee that is fighting for a Ghana, or that tried attempted to fight for Ghana, he removed the person. Yes, before you go arrest, they don't inform you. That is why these days, when they are going and the media is following them, you see that they go and get the signal and say, have run away. They have not run away. They themselves called them ahead of time. They called their bosses. Now we are going to your site. Then the boss will call the girl and say that leave the site, remove the batteries from the machines and run away. The board from the machine. So these are all the things they are doing. As some years 419. Then the final thing he said, which I want you to pay attention to, is that when NDC when his own people wanted him to be removed as deputy regional minister of the Ashanti region, who did they use? They used the media. Ebusanfo, listen carefully. This is NDC for you. When they thought, say, their own person, Joseph Yamin, was chasing Galamsey's too much, and they wanted to remove him, and they wanted the president himself also to remove him, they NDC people paid their media. And Joseph Yamin is saying that even some media men came to say they are just returning from his site, his Galamsey site. So you see how NDC uses the media? They use the media against their opponents and use the media against their own people. And I'm going to play another tape for you later about Mustafa Gbande, and then you will understand things better about the things that are going on in the NDC right now, the kind of fight I'm telling you. And that is why I get angry with our people in the Kennedy Apostles camp. Right now, as we are speaking, NDC4, they are fighting. But even though they are fighting, most of it is not in the media. Mami Abraham said, with all this, and we have some men of God applaud them. Bissau, say it again, my auntie. Say it again. So that's Mustafa, that is Joseph Yamin for you. So Galamsey is not going to end. I can tell you that. And that is why you see them using blue water guards for Galamsey fight. And when it is election time, they know where to find the real macho people. And can Mbema Ketekawe that came to Ablukumanov. You can't use them to fight Galamsey. You can't use them to fight Galamsey. But they'll go and use, sorry to say, people who do Chengelenge like myself. Chengelenge like myself. That they are using them to fight Galamsey. And then they will use the Bole men to beat a harmless woman. Hey, we are see we all. We have never had an election that have felt so much pain. Crypto says that Baumia 2028. Thank you so much. So that is it about Joseph Yamin.